What would I do without you?
You'll always have me.
Congratulations. You guys did it. There's a lot of pressure on a movie like this when it's so big, number one. Like number two, everyone loves it. Yes, success.
I didn't feel any pressure. I think I'm too much like my character now that I was like, guys, of course we're gonna nail it. Of course we will. It's the same team. Like if you had to say who are the people that you want to make Frozen 2, it would be these exact people.
Right.
There's no better people for it. And they did it once. Logic and data would tell us they're the best ones to be able to do it again.
No, it's fabulous, and the music is so great, and you guys are so fabulous. And now we are getting dual stars on the Walk of Fame.
Yes, we are. We're dual. Sounds like we're gonna get out there.
We're gonna and we're gonna sword fight.
Yeah.
This is so magical, though.
No, it is magical. It is.
It's
really
a really cool way to do that.
It is.
Well, it's also because we couldn't really have accomplished this separately. You know, so
yeah, and we have this that we'll share for the rest of our lives together. Yeah. We had it before we were being given stars, but it's nice to know that people are going to walk on top of our names.
I told Idina I'm going to go.
She's going to be the first to put bubblegum on my
Yeah, I'm going to chew a big piece of bubblegum and throw it right
Stick
on
it right on.
The first one to do it.
Do you feel like, is this another notch in the I made it, like I'm doing the right thing in my life box? Or do you care anymore?
I mean, we care that we care about this. We care about Frozen. We care about how it's perceived. And we're old enough to realize that it's about enjoying the process and loving the people you work with. That's the most important, not being as result-oriented about it. So I think that, but I think, sometimes you look and you're like, we're in this big, epic, iconic Disney movie and we're badass.
Yeah, baby. But I think it also, like, when people are saying like, oh my gosh, it's on track to make $100 million the first weekend, but for us, I think that telling the story was so important, and they let us really invest in our characters. And I know everyone says that, but it's real here. And when I hear those numbers, first of all, yes, I'm very proud. It feels awesome. But when I hear those numbers, I don't think about like the money number. I think about the amount of people that will be exposed to something that we think is not only entertaining but a great like teaching tool, message. Yeah.
Part of the story is about sort of finding one's purpose. The guys had good stories about how old you were and where you were when you realized that entertaining people and bringing this kind of joy to people's lives was your purpose.
The first thing that just came to my mind when you said it, because I didn't practice this answer, was my grandpa Nathan, 5 years old, used to make up stories in the living room, and he'd introduce me. I'd be behind the couch and he'd say, "Ladies and germs, please welcome to the stage, Idina Menzel." And then I'd come out, and then we'd do like a musical version of the story that we made, and the look on his face, and he's not with us anymore, but like that's the first time I realized I could make somebody happy.
I definitely got like a high off of making people laugh because I was just a weird kid, and I think I was weird and quirky before I realized that like Goofy was comedy and that was like a skill I could hone. I was just like weird. I would like ask for my dinner next to the dog dish and just eat it with my face because I liked my dog so much more than I liked everyone else. And my mom was just like, great, that's what we got. We love her. And then I realized that owning that made people giggle. And when you make someone giggle, to me, there's no better feeling in the world. It's like a hit. And so I just wanted to do it more and more and more. And I kind of owned how quirky I could be and tried to use it wherever possible.
In this movie, Kristoff is trying to profess his love for Anna, and it's not going great throughout the movie. What is the way that you like your significant others or people in your life to show you love?
What's our love language?
Yeah.
Well, like being protective and supportive, like actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Josh said he loves to be surprised. He was like, when someone throws me a surprise or surprises me, that's how I know I'm loved. So like, what's your...
I know mine.
Okay.
Acts of service are huge for me. And my husband literally said to me this morning, because we're 13 years in, but he's gotten it now.
Yeah.
And it was kind of recent, but it's been alarming. He woke up 10 minutes after I did, and I was scrambling to get out of the house, and he was like rising out of bed, and he said, "Is there anything I can do to help you get out of the house on time?" And I was like, "Are you trying to make me horny right now?"
Oh, I thought
you
meant like he books a trip to Africa and you're gonna go help the kids over there.
It's like washing
acts
the
of
pan.
Service.
Oh, well, that's huge too.
Obviously, but I was like, that's a big one.
Acts of
Kristen.
service to other people are also very sexy. But acts of service anywhere, of like, if you pour your coffee and hand me a mug as well, I'm there. I don't care how much money you have, or I don't even. Yeah, there's a lot of different acts of service that, would qualify under that umbrella.
And I like, well, one, he really looks me straight in the eyes, and I find that extremely sexy and disarming, but in a great way. He's a therapist too, so I just feel really seen all the time. I can't get away with anything, but I also feel really seen and very protected. And I think as women, like that, we're kind of like take hold of our lives and we do, and we're very independent and controlling. I'm talking for myself.
Yeah.
It's nice when you have a man in your life that actually is there and protects you and can like take care of things once in a while. That's okay, even from feminists.
Yeah.
I'm with you though. When my husband puts the right socks in the right part of the drawer, I'm like, oh my
Forget
God,
it.
I love you so much.
Yeah.
There's no way this is the last Frozen film. Would you be back?
Yeah,
Are there more?
I'd like to take this opportunity to announce Frozen 3, 4, and 5.
Thank you.
How did you know she was gonna do that?
I don't know that Disney knows that yet, but I'd like to formally announce it and hopefully corner them because we would love to be back.
Speaking of the snow and fabulousness, a season of love. This
Oh,
is the
thank
perfect
you for asking
timing.
me.
I love a Christmas movie. I'm actually going to put up my Christmas decorations on Sunday, real
Yeah,
early.
she does it early
Yes,
too.
girl, right after Halloween, you got to. You got to. But don't you feel like you put on the radio station and you have the same songs and they're great. But every now and again, you'll get a new song and it like reignites your passion. And to have this holiday album and
Nice handoff.
talk about the Thanksgiving song because
There's
not a ton of people
okay,
like
so it's
Thanksgiving
a lot of big band, jazzy
Cute.
music, which I love. I used to sing it when I was younger, and I don't always get the opportunity to do it. So it's like lots of brass and strings, and it's got a great vibe. But there's an original song on it called "At This Table" that I co-wrote with a friend of mine, Jonas Mirren, and it's about. I feel like it's my Thanksgiving song. We don't have many Thanksgiving songs, but it's the first song we did before I really even realized I was going to make a holiday album, and it's about like inclusivity and acceptance and people that maybe feel like they're not seen in this world, feeling like they are welcome home.
And how do you get Ariana Grande on an album? Like, do you just
how
text
do you?
her? Do you just like, you're like, hey girl, you got one less problem, you're on my Christmas album?
No, you have a couple friends in common, and you're the original Elphaba, and she loves Wicked.
So much. So you had the power. You're like, it's basically like Oprah calling
I was
and being like,
manipulative.
I like it. And then Momsplaining.
Yeah.
I just watched Teenagers.
I didn't see
You're
that.
still
What is
cool,
that
girl.
one?
You can rock a crop
Thank
top
you.
at the
Thank
mall.
you.
I
I tried to
see it.
I thought we could go to the mall. Do you want to go to the mall?
Yes, let's go to the mall.
I knew it. We're so similar.
I do my hair talk, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling?
I
need
try
to see
to
it.
tell my kids all the time that I'm cool and they are not buying it. I mean, the whole Momsplaining, it was born out of wanting to talk about motherhood the way I saw it, which is like crazy and dirty and funny and awesome. And so, yes, we make a lot of jokes about motherhood, and it's one of my favorite things to do.
You're so similar. We're so similar.
We're so I kept talking about how similar it was to the teenagers.
I've learned a lot of valuable lessons today.